thought we'd be backing an SNP MP in this comedy club. Well, here we are.
So this is a story that was covered last night. But Joanna Cherry is an SNP MP, and she was going to do an evening with Joanna Cherry at the Stand Comedy Club, which is was founded by another SNP MP, Tommy Shepherd. But the SNP's split into factions now. You've got the gender ideologists such as Humza Yousaf and Nicola Sturgeon on one side.
Yeah.
They think you can just become a woman by saying you're a woman. They want to send male rapists into women's prisons, all that kind of stuff. They want children to be able to transition younger. And on the other side, you've got people like Joanna Cherry. She's a feminist. She's a lesbian. She wants to protect women's rights. Protect
she's a
Nazi.
Yeah,
so she's a what they call a TERF bigot, which just means somebody with fairly left-wing values from the 90s.
Her name is Cherry, which is a nice old-fashioned name for a lady's virginity, isn't it? And it just feels like that that she's trying to protect that.
Yeah, but back to the story.
Sorry. Go on. So Joanna Cherry and who else?
So the Stand announced that some of their staff, some of their blue-haired, annoying, nose-ringed staff that said, "Oh, we can't have Joanna Cherry here because she's a TERF and she's a Nazi and wah, wah, wah." And the correct response is to say, "Oh, fine, you're fired. There you go, there's the door. Get out. You don't want to work here? Don't work here. There's other people will take your job. We'll replace you with AI." But the Stand backed down and allowed Joanna Cherry to be banned, and now it looks as though Joanna Cherry could take the Stand to court for discrimination because under the Equality Act, she's allowed to.
Her belief system is totally fine. So this is, and the reason why we have that is because of Mayor Forster. She took her company to prison where she got fired. So the point is, it seems like these brave women, are going through this just to protect the rest of us. And of course, this harms comedy. You had Sadowitz being cancelled last year at the Edinburgh Festival as well. This is
the Edinburgh Festival as well. I would say the Sadowitz thing, I was totally against it. I wrote about it at the time, but my only slight sympathy came from the idea that when you're running a festival, it's hard to recruit the turnaround in 24 hours. This doesn't quite feel like that, right? This is
and she'd actually been invited to perform at the Stand, rather than she didn't pick it as a venue. She was invited, I guess, when things were more peaceful in the SNP.
Yeah, she was by this In Conversation With thing. So I was reading that, and they also have an event with Ken Loach and Jerry McCormick. I was like, you know what, cancel it all.